Now it's recording.
It's recording. Guys, we got 28 minutes, so if that runs out or battery, you can just let me know. And screen it so it makes sense for you. Imagine you're the viewer. What? What's up, Starseeds? Arcturus in the house with special guests here. Amazing people. Kirk, Bridget, or better known as Bridge E.T. And yeah, what do you do?
What do I do?
What do you do?
I bridge to the hybrids. We're here in Sedona in Boynton Canyon Vortex. And this is a power spot, dimensional gate obviously being here. But I connect with the ETs, our hybrid children that are coming from the abduction program. So I connect parents with the children and helping them set up contact spots for when they land here.
So basically the amazing thing is like fathom this, that they're facilitating that you can understand. Also check Bashar on hybrid children. I think there's a video on YouTube where he talks about it. That a lot of you have children on ships, actually. A lot of you had experience of being in contact with them, or somewhat. There's actually people that enable that reality that they want to come and live with us. That's the first contact, saying like the disclosure is us, that we facilitate that and these ideas that this really exists. And I don't know, whatever you want to say to that. What is your idea of like basically you told me you found spots, you were guided, so like in short terms explain to people this is really taking place, this paradigm takes place. We have confirmation that this is real, and we have designated areas where we will have to set that up, get the energy up, have the energy construct of the building so they can come and live with us.
It's a step-up program. I mean, like even if you look back at the idea of extraterrestrials at all, it's been gradual. It's been building. There's more and more sightings, more and more contact, and it will build until there is full-on contact, and then where they live here in isolated places, and then that spreads out. So it's step, 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 step. So the thing that's happening now is we're getting the communities together where the ETs will initially live, where we can acclimatize to each other, because ETs live a very different vibration than humans, and the humans have to raise their vibrations, the ETs have to lower their vibrations, meet halfway, so to speak.
Yeah.
And then at that point we acclimatize to each other, and then that energy spreads out. And these contact points are the high vibrational and sacred sites around the world. Sedona being one of the highest, Shasta, Titicaca, Fuji,
Maui.
Egypt, Maui, all of these points around the world will have communities, and we'll put them right in the highest vibration that we can get with the highest vibrating humans, and then the lowest vibrating ETs. I guess I shouldn't say it that way, right?
Yeah.
Our hybrid children, which are the closest genetically to us, will come in, and they'll be with us. To us, they'll be like gods, so to speak. But
they will teach us.
Yeah, so we'll learn from our little children, and then bit by bit we upgrade, and that energy spreads out pretty soon. The whole world will be completely upgraded. That is the agenda.
So, and for information, like your website is called harmoniousearth.org.
Harmoniousearth.org.
And hybridchildrencommunity.com.
So if you want to investigate and connect and go further into how this new paradigm can look like, what I find amazing is that you had contact with your children.
Yes.
Yeah.
Full on. I shifted dimensions, fully conscious, and talking to them, touching them, hugging them. It was an amazing experience, and that's on the links on hybridchildrencommunity.com, and you can go watch that link.
Yeah, and I had, like you clarified in me that I had contact with my children when I lived in Berlin, that I looked at like at least 20 children looking at me around like the ages 5, 6, 7, and they're all standing and waiting, and nobody is like trying to approach me. because they have the protocol not to scare you with the skills they have, because they can mind probe you, they can read you, they can map you, scan you, and they know where you are, so they're very cautious in their distance. They work with us and assist us as they come in and we reconnect.
And then what happened
Yeah.
when, on that experience? Did
Yeah.
you approach them and talk to them or touch them in that experience, or did you keep your distance?
So I kept my distance because I was afraid. I was completely freaked out. I was fully aware, and they were all standing around me, from Zeta human blue-eyed to super humanoid, super symmetric faces, like all types and shapes and races,
Wow.
and actually beautiful faces. Not like hideous as they show here, the grays with the black eyes and these hideous creatures. Like none of them had these
Yeah, they're
looks.
stunning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they really like Buddhistic god-like faces, super pure. Love is like overwhelming that you cry and almost like.
I think if you had that experience again where
Yeah.
you're at now, you'd probably go over, give them a
Oh,
hug,
yeah,
and the whole
yeah.
thing would open up.
Now I'm more ready to let that more in, and I think they're coming in more because last night.
You felt more, right,
yeah,
recently?
Yeah, and I said I accept you, my children, and we have lots, so it's a little bit.
I think you're
going
going to get that opportunity again. This time it's going to be
Yeah.
family
And-
reunion.
Yeah, and they looked in and they were happy, and we exchanged information. Like last night I wasn't sleeping. I was in this protocol while I was talking to many, and they're very, very excited. It's like very exciting times because like finally we're getting together, and they like all jumping.
Yeah.
They all want
They're
this
getting
to
it.
happen.
Yeah.
It's almost there. It's coming.
And I
Yeah.
want people to realize it's not going to be 5 to 10 years. This is really very real. Like fathom
As soon
that.
as we want it to be.
Yeah.
And it's all around the world. Like
Yeah.
people are contacting
Yeah.
me, and I mean, of course, probably you, right? From
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Australia, Europe, all across the world, because this is like a global, universal thing happening.
Yeah. And it's also amazing that you channel children of people like in sessions.
Yeah.
And you draw them out.
Mhm.
So if anybody's interested in knowing if you have children, you can consult the expert
Well, and
here.
it's a feeling inside yourself. If you feel like you have them, and you'd like to
Connect.
connect,
Make contact.
then she could assist in that.
They're drawing.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, she put.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I connect, once the parent comes to me, I can feel whether or not they have the kids, and then the kid will show me a vision of them. And all I do is bridge the two and connect the two, and then I draw whatever the kid shows me to show me their reality. Because, like, they're a whole theme, like, they're a whole dimension. They know exactly who they are. So they show me what that is, and then I can connect that with
Yeah,
the
they don't
parent.
present just what they look like. We humans, we kind of go around. It's like, well, whatever you look like is what you are.
Yeah.
The kid's like, no, dude. You can see my body, but like I'm also like the Egypt pyramids. I'm the writings. I'm the bridge between Egypt and where you're at right now. They have a whole paradigm that they present themselves as being.
Yeah, basically like the soul works pictorial, so they give us the images where we can say, okay, I can relate to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same as if you would see an elf or a little fairy being that might be an extraterrestrial or extra-dimensional that takes that form of an elemental, so you can understand how that works,
Yeah.
where you are, the set and the setting, according to your, spiritual maturity. So yeah, and I guess that's
And
it.
I think that the one thing I'd say is that the more that you open up to it, the more that you let that in, the more it will happen.
Yeah.
If you can get to the point where if you could imagine them, meeting you and that you could give them a hug, then they would. But if we keep going, no, I'm scared,
Yeah.
then they won't.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
And this is a great way to practice contact, because it's not like some scary gray that's abducted you or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like your kid, so it's like a really gradual, like beautiful, natural thing.
that's why they did
First
it this way.
contact
Yeah,
practice.
They did it this way. They went and made your own kid. It's like, come on, you got to be able to accept your own kid.
Yeah. And a lot of people, understand we have made contracts. We agreed to the hybridization program.
Sure.
So our races and racial differences are basically extinguished by putting the genetics together and doing that in a nice way. I wouldn't follow the stuff what comes from the earth manipulation and the ET robots, that fake abductions where they drug people. That's completely a whole nother other aspect. We have now the opportunity to shift our paradigm. There's nothing uncanny up there. It's just family wanting to come home, as in meeting their own. And we have forgotten that we are all connected, and all this is basically you know, we can end that spook over there. It's not really necessary, and it's non-essential to us. What's essential to us is this evolution, progress, amplification, and expansion of spirit and coming together. That's why I'm so
Yay.
happy that I met
Family,
you.
family
Just
reunion
thinking, like,
time.
I like the energy. This is awesome. Like I'm like, when I first heard about it, like I was like, wow, they're doing what? This is really amazing. And I thought I was out there like I'm like Captain Kirk in your living room, but they're
Hey, I'm Captain
he's
Kirk.
Kirk. His name is actually Kirk, so it's like really funny.
Yeah.
And
So we're all connected now.
Yeah, all
Yeah,
right.
so let's
Yeah.
connect with you.
yeah, let's connect and think positive. Get out the negative. Get out of the player hating. If you want to player hate, go to some other side. Be essential and help us to restore this energy on Earth, because that's all there is and that's all we have is now to do that. And after 30,000 years roughly, we have a great opportunity that our ancestors survived the timelines that were rough to make it this far. And I humbly appreciate that we made it this far.
This is a
And
very cool timeline.
It's a very
We've
cool
taken
timeline,
some pretty
you know?
odd timelines in the
Yeah,
past. This
it's-
time we got a
It's
good
like
one.
it's like Return of the X-Men, you know. We're all mutants, you know.
There you
We're
go.
all hybrids, you know.
Yeah.
And most of you know that. Just get more deeper into that program, investigate. I will put something in the video and in the information box.
Thank you.
you for watching, and take care.
See ya.